if I ever do have the chance, I feel more recording myself in the dark and daylight. I was working on. Dear God, dog, can you not be annoying? Before I was rudely interrupted, this is basically my phase 1. First, all these would be live action. Second, I did a lot of research. I'm still watching the Saturdays, but I kept on being sidetracked on working on letters. I just had to watch a video about the whole entire summary of the whole entire show. And the reason I had the Saturdays because I felt like it was a good show. No reason they appeared in Ben 10. So, I will do the MCU route. And no, I will not start off with the Saturdays. It will start off with Generator Rex. Why? Because starting with Ben 10 or Powerpuff Girls would be way too obvious, too easy to do. I'm going to give myself a challenge here. And you will see what the crossover thing is called. It's literally on my board. Generator Rex, it will technically start in the past when Rex was found by Providence. Why? Because it will give us a lot of mystery, especially for kids who have no idea what Generator Rex is. But with Ben 10, I'm pretty sure everyone knows. So it'll be like a whole entire montage of... be a whole entire story of Rex figuring his place in Providence, seeing if, well, he could trust Six and the freaking monkey who shoots people. And, yeah. Darn chips. Surprisingly, Rex would get into a lot of fights with Providence because he's a kid with amnesia who has no idea who his parents are or if he had a family. Or at least a sibling, anyway. So Rex did the most sensible thing, and that is, well, use his powers since he gets vague glimpses of the technology he's able to form with his body. Seriously, he can turn both of his legs into a flying motorcycle with a battering ram. That is awesome! Technically, the villain will just be a bunch of Evos Providence captured and see if Rex could cure them. Since, well, in the flashback Six had, Rex technically saved someone being killed. And that would be pretty much it. It's like that whole entire backstory of how Rex went through in Providence before he was unleashed upon the world, only knowing halfway of his abilities to do. Now, what would be the second film? A Dexter's Laboratory movie. But it won't be called Dexter's Laboratory, it will just be called Dexter and Dee Dee. Since those two are basically main characters. It'd be almost like the whole entire concept of Dexter's Laboratory, but a little bit different. Dee Dee sometimes helps out with Dexter with some issues, like accidentally summoning a alien from space, or Dee Dee making a wrong mistake on classes, so Dexter had to hack into the school. You know, that kind of family bond. But I would make Mandark a villain. Like, the main villain in this movie. It'd be fun, silly, and chaotic. Also, we find out Dee Dee is actually being trained by an assassin who uses ballet to kill. Since apparently Widowmaker from Overwatch and Black Widow they are both ballet dancers who uses their flexibility to kill people. So I basically turned Dee Dee into an assassin. Also, there will be post-credit scenes. Rex will just lead up to, Van Kleiss. And post-credit scene in Dexter and Dee Dee is the signs of the Powerpuff Girls. Talking about the Powerpuff Girls, the third film of this universe will literally be the Powerpuff Girls. But I would change them a lot. And what I mean by that, I mean extremely. The Powerpuff Girls will be different races. Because I feel like some of them need to be diverse since they're man-made. Blossom would just be a typical, well, not as typical American girl, but smart ones. Bubbles, well, since she's basically like an anime character, she's gonna be Japanese. And Buttercup, she just be African woman. Why would I bring up those details? Because the Powerpuff Girls could easily be diverse even more, giving extreme power to many. Now, for the whole entire film of the Powerpuff Girls, it'd be interesting, fun, and chaotic, with the professor telling the girls how he created them, and how the Powerpuff Girls deal with the Gang Green Gang, the Amoeba Boys, and they fight their true villain, Mojo Jojo, who had planned for each and every event. And Mojo won't just be a monkey, he's actually a monkey who can transfer his brain into a different ape body. So when he gets the Powerpuff Girls' blood, I do believe their blood is Chemical X, he's able to turn the gorilla body into a really strong gorilla. And when they're fighting Mojo Jojo, he reveals the professor told him was a lie. They were not created in a lab. They're actually aliens. Surprise twist! Surprise twist, twist, twist. And Chemical X, well, Mojo explains he's also from their home planet, just called X. And saying there are a lot more beings out there with possibly unique abilities. Them are surprisingly still related. It was just a coincidence. They look like 3 different races from Earth. I cannot say words ends with TH. I don't know why. There's the Falcor! Stop that! Stop that. Uber. So after the Powerpuff Girls talk to the professor and defeat Mojo, the post-credit scene will just lead up to Ben 10. Now Ben 10. I know the whole entire concept of Ben 10 being live action sounds ridiculous and hard, but this is all going to be high budget. So that means many of the transformations. There will be one thing to be different. They won't be going on a road trip. They be in camp. Because I feel like there were a lot of characters who could have been used a lot more. But I realized the original show was a road trip show. So, yeah. Putting him in a camp, well, it just makes it sound a little bit more easier to use a lot of characters who have not yet been used in years in Ben 10. Well, I am explaining why I'm putting Ben 10 in a summer camp. I don't know why. I just want to. It'd be like the first few episodes of Ben 10. You know, Ben learning about the Omnitrix and accidentally transforming things. But Grandpa Max and Gwen will be there. Max would just be a camp counselor, and, well, the Rust Bucket will still be their home. Max doesn't trust the summer camp because there's a lot of mystery things about the camp. Also, for Ben and Gwen's dynamic thing, they won't be arguing as much, but Ben actually asks her, hey, you want to see how many transformations there are, and you want to see who gives them better names? And Gwen is the one who says the Diamond Guy should be called Diamond Head. And Ben just agrees. So, they will be facing a lot of threats. Like a lot of machines from Vilgax's ship will attack the camp. In the two near towns. Also, I would leave hints to a lot of other villains, but the very first villain in this film would be Zombozo. Why? Because I think it would be fun because he's tormenting a city very close to the camp where Ben and Gwen are at. And how would he defeat Zombozo? Seriously? It'd be like in the cartoon show with Ghost Freak, but he won't die. Yet. So, Ben destroys the robots and defeats Zombozo, being off the whole entire city. But the post-credit scene would not lead up to the other film. It would lead up showing Vilgax is waiting for the day when he gets the Omnitrix. And he will not stop until he gets it. Even holding a photo of himself with two other beings. AKA the two beings who help create the Omnitrix. And I will get it. Now for the Secret Saturdays movie. Why would I put Secret Saturdays on here if a lot of people barely remember it? I thought the Secret Saturdays were interesting when I saw them on Omniverse. And last year I was trying to watch Secret Saturdays, but Free Cinema was being wacky. Yes, I know that app is pretty much almost garbage, but I still use it. Even when it doesn't have all the new episodes of DC Superhero Girls. They're watching Shameless. It's a pretty good show, but it's not my type of comedy. I would just explain a lot. Just like the show, it will just extend about how the whole entire Secret Saturdays few episodes plot, just like the Ben 10 one. And lots of fun and chaos. And yeah, and detail wise, I would just make Zach, if I'm pretty sure that's his name. I just watched a video about him, and I'm pretty sure his name is Zach. Zach would just do a lot of things, and especially trying to make sure these 3 pieces of a stone do not unite, or every creature will be in danger. And also leading up to their pterodactyl pet. Hey, if Flintstones could do that with the dinosaur, then yeah, I'm doing that too. At the end of it, Zack is ready to face any kind of threat. Even when 2 of the pieces of the powerful stone that gave him powers is now in the hands of his greatest enemy. And then the post-credits scene will just be the villain with the stones, with 2 pieces of the stone, laughing out loud how he's so close to true power, but he doesn't realize he's being watched by a giant tentacle-faced monster. You already know who that is. Now for a sequel film too. Well, no. Okay, I don't know if I... Yeah, I definitely just realized on my list. Yep. I literally forgot about Generator Rex 2. If I did, wow, I am crappy at it, even when I have a freaking giant board on my list. It's official, I have to keep on pausing this video so I can mark them, but in layman's term, Generator Rex 2 would just be in between Powerpuff Girls and Ben 10. Now for Generator Rex 2, it would just be, a lot of things. Rex fighting Evos, and he meets Van Gleis. And Van Gleis would just keep on trying to tell Rex, oh, I know a lot about your parents, and I possibly know who got rid of them. We already know who that is. So Van Gleis literally made Rex almost betray Providence, realized it was Van Gleis who got rid of his parents, so he got his revenge. But Van Gleis says, well, he's everywhere. Any yellow nanite is him. Any monster was because of him. So Rex and Van Gleis, this whole entire thing. God, I suck. But now for Ben 10 2. Who would be the next villain in Ben 10 2? Oh, simple. Kevin 11. And a lot of other side characters too, like that biker chick who got turned into a cyborg because of Vilgax's machine. So Ben and Kevin try to do things, try to show who's better, and also revealing the... Well, I actually forgot her name, but... that one girl who's destined to marry Ben. I don't get it, but life is life. Oh yeah, Gwen will also meet Hex and Charmcaster in this movie. Especially how in the first film, Gwen secretly found the Lucky Charm. Don't worry, that will come in use when... well, after I finish with this. So, Kevin reveals he's a complete psychopath. He keeps on messing with Ben's watch, turning into a freaky version of all of his aliens. Well, better finish this up. So yeah, Ben and Kevin fight. Don't worry, Kevin won't be mutated yet. That'll be saved for later. And now for... does anyone remember the episode The Negative 10? Well, take the word negative and turn it into positive. Yep, this is the whole entire team up. Positive 10! Generator Rex, Dexter and Dee Dee, Ben and Gwen, Zack, the Powerpuff Girls, that will make it 9. I'm pretty sure there was someone else I put on the team too. Oh right, Momo. No wait, his name is Bobo. Yeah, I had the monkey so I could have 10 characters. It'd be almost like a typical team up film. First Rex and, well, Ben accidentally walked into each other because Ben was fighting an Evo as Diamond Head. And Rex thought both of them were Evos, and Rex kind of messes up the Omnitrix a little bit. But Rex and Ben fight. And their fight goes to camp. And the Omnitrix is about to time out. So Ben just covers Rex and the whole entire dome of diamond and hides. And at this time, the Powerpuff Girls are literally flying in space because they keep on hearing about how there's a giant alien ship above Earth, aka Vilgax. Vilgax sees how dangerous these girls are since they have shown they can destroy a city, but they rather save the world. So, Vilgax captures them. And in the Evo fight, the Evo escapes. Then Zack finds it, tries to control it, but realizes it's not a creature he can control. So Rex finds it again and beats it up. Dexter and Dee Dee are there because Mandark was using technology from Vilgax's ship. Yeah, if you ask me what the timeline thing is, I will try to go on detail on that possibly after the whole entire thing. Then the Powerpuff Girls, Bubbles escapes and tries to find people who can help. And she finds Gwen, who wants to help her because her sisters literally got captured and a little bit weak. Bubbles explains. Zack and Rex are explaining what's going on. And Dexter and Dee found Ben because the device, the technology Mandark was using, was secretly meant to locate the Omnitrix, but he used it for weapons. So, then Vilgax makes the evasion. Thinks it's time for him to gain the Omnitrix. And the whole entire invasion makes Vaniclice worry since his new world order is possibly going to be invaded. But he thinks Rex would possibly do better than he could. So everyone teams up, and when they find each other again, Rex realizes, hey, you're that freaky diamond dude, but now you're fire. So all of them explain to each other, and Vilgax appears insane. Hand over the Omnitrix or die. Because Vilgax would not have a problem killing children. We all know he would easily do it. He's just usually fucking with them. But Blossom and Buttercup escape, and Ben's Omnitrix goes a little bit crazy when it times out. It scans all the girls. Don't ask me why it didn't scan Bubbles at the time. But after analyzing their DNA, the Omnitrix is fully charged. And the whole entire team up battle, even with Gwen doing a little bit of magic by accident. So Vilgax is angry how he's getting his butt handed by children. Instead of transforming into the alien species Powerpuff Girls are, Ben realizes, and Dexter also thinks, if you turn into this upgrade, you can make Rex even stronger. And Bendis goes with it. And basically, ultimate team up! Even Dee Dee thinks, hey, there's 10 of us. And, well, what about the positive 10? Y'all think it sounds weird, but they can work on the team up name later. Because they might think we are not possibly going to team up again. So, yeah, the positive 10 literally defeats Vilgax. But Vilgax is still alive on his ship. He just teleported, but now he is badly damaged like in the cartoon show. Well, that's part of Phase 1. I'm out. Subscribe if you want. Hit the like button if you want. The reason I'm doing this so fast, because this phone half the time screws with me.